Hi, welcome to the Everyday Homeschool. My name is Kelly, and I'm here today to talk to you about what happens to homeschool when mom gets sick. Have you ever thought about what it's like to run your homeschool when you feel like crap? Yeah, well, that was my week. I actually ended up in the ER with a horrible case of strep throat, of all things. I was totally dehydrated with a temperature of 104. I needed IV fluids and meds. I was out of commission for days. In fact, the only reason I'm able to talk to you right now is because I'm totally numbed up with prescription strength lidocaine. Also, my toddler, she came down with an ear infection. She also had a temperature of 104, was rushed to urgent care. She's on meds. She's been super cranky and high needs. So it's been a rough week, to say the least. So what do? How do you handle it? How do you keep your homeschool going? Or can you keep a homeschool going when mom is sick? All right, so 3 quick tips to help you survive those horrible days when you are sick and unable to manage your homeschool. Tip number 1, adjust your expectations. You really have to just tone it down. You have to be realistic about what you can accomplish when you're not feeling well. Give yourself permission to slow it down, get the rest that you need, take care of you so that you can take care of them. It's kind of like the airplane policy. You know how they always tell you, put on your own air mask first before you assist a younger child or someone else? It's so true. You've really got to take care of yourself before you can take care of anyone else. And that is a hard thing that I've had to learn over the many years I've been doing this. I tend to just self-sacrifice, maybe more than I need to, and end up hurting everybody. So it feels really good now and then to just say, hey, I need some time for me. I'm not feeling good. I'm going to bed. You guys can deal with whatever happens. And it's okay. I mean, if you think about the public school kids and how much time they get off, they have early release days and half days and teacher workshop days. They have bomb scares where they get out of school all of a sudden. They have lots of time off. You can give yourself time off too. I know it's a mental challenge. For me, I am always thinking about that missed opportunity. Oh no, it's a beautiful day and I'm sick. I can't take my kids to the park. Oh no, there's co-op today. My kids are going to miss out. Oh no, there's a field trip. We can't make it. Or whatever the case is, oh, we're going to get behind in science if I don't get up and do school today. It's a constant mental struggle. I get it. But really, if you're not able to function, everything falls apart. So you've got to make time for yourself to heal. Tip number 2, you have to help your kids adjust their expectations too. So I asked my 3rd grader what was the hardest thing about having a sick mom during a homeschool day. And surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, sadly, she admitted that the hardest thing about not having me around in the homeschool during a homeschool day is that the older kids think they know what she should be doing and they get bossy. So if this is happening to you, like it did to me, I would just recommend setting their expectations at maybe a little lower level also. Have a little talk with the kids and say, this is where I am today. I need you guys to bring it down a notch. And this is what I expect of the younger kids. So don't hassle them about getting this, this, and this, and this checked off. Just take care of you. I'll take care of whatever I can. And whatever gets done today is just icing on the cake, right? We have days like that. Now, some of my kids are awesome about staying on track and checking off lists and super self-directed, and they love to have schedules and routines. And some of my kids couldn't care less, and they need constant redirecting. So there is that difference of personality, and you just have to be willing to accept that when there's a day off, things are not going to go the way you hoped they would, and that's okay. And kids need to be okay with that too. So my 3rd and final tip really ties into tip number 2 because it's about routine. And this will take a lot of forethought and planning for it to bear fruit when you really need it the most. And you need it the most when you're sick or incapacitated or facing a challenge of any kind in your homeschool. and that is having a really well-established routine. If your kids already know what's expected of them and they know how to get their work done, then really your homeschool could be on semi-autopilot when you're not around. Theoretically, right? It's always a dream, but we can dream. What I mean by routine is this. I prefer not to schedule time in our homeschool. I prefer to schedule content. And by that, I mean the only time that I set for our day is a start time. We start at 9 o'clock and then we just take it from there. I don't block out sections of our day for this activity and that activity. I mean, we don't even schedule lunch. We get to lunch when we get to a good stopping point. So if you just have a routine to follow and the kids know what's expected of them each day, they know the content that they need to cover in a day, then they can learn the self-regulation to get that content covered, regardless of how long it takes. Maybe they can get it done in an hour. Maybe it will take them until 4 p.m. and they'll be really bummed out. I have one child who has a goal to be finished with schoolwork by 1 p.m. And so this child has to adjust. They have to make sure they get up early enough to make that happen and make sure they're getting breakfast on time and ready to be in, maybe even starting their independent work before we start our group work. So it's a great life skill for these kids to have a routine to follow and to be in charge of following it, whether you're there regulating it or not. So it's a process, it's a work in progress, and perfection is always just one step ahead of you, right? And that's okay. As long as we're walking towards it, I think the journey is what matters. So never let perfection be your goal. Just let the journey towards perfection be enjoyable. That was deep, right? That was really profound. I should write that down. So there you have it. Those are the 3 quick tips for surviving homeschool when you are down and out, when you're out of commission and feeling sick, or really just need some time off. Adjust your own expectations. Help the kids adjust their expectations and know what really can get done feasibly when you're not around. And third, have an already established routine that the kids can follow so that they don't feel disoriented or confused. So hopefully this is encouraging to some of you who may be facing illness and still want to be able to homeschool. Maybe you're dealing with long-term issues that are holding you up at home. I do have experience vicariously through a friend who needed to homeschool from her bed over an extended period of time because she had prolonged foot issues and was unable to walk or get out of bed. And in her case, she just had the kids come to her. They came to visit her on her bed for homeschool and get their individual help as they needed it. And I bet her kids loved that. She kept it light and positive, and I'm sure it's a fond memory for those kids to remember the times when they homeschooled on their mom's bed. If this was helpful to you in any way, if you felt encouraged or inspired to keep going despite some struggle in your homeschool, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe and join the community. I would love to grow along with you in this wonderful work of home education. Let's support each other and encourage each other. Please share in the comments with me how you survive sick days in your homeschool. What do you do? How do you survive these crazy days when you're too sick to get up and do it? There are some days when you just think, I can't do it today. And I think that's fine to take a day off when you just can't do it. But I'd love to hear your strategies. What do you do? Let's help each other. Let's encourage each other. Let's grow together. And until I see you again, let's just keep learning.